Is Bollywood sinking? Why are filmmakers crying despite earning crores? Empty theaters, closed ticket windows, and those grand multiplexes where long queues used to form every Friday are now shrouded in silence. The sparkle of cameras, the smiles of stars, the director's shout of action, and the producer's dreams all have faded into a deep gloom. There was a time when the release of a film would bring the entire nation to a standstill. But now, the situation has changed so drastically that producers who invest crores in making films are left wondering, has cinema really lost its place as the audience's top choice? Or have we ourselves strangled the soul of cinema with our own hands? These questions are now haunting every filmmaker. Today, we'll dive deep into this very issue. But before we begin, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update on our latest videos. Now, let's begin today's discussion without further delay. Let me tell you, the COVID era shook the entire world, but for the Indian film industry, it was nothing less than a tsunami. First, theaters were shut down, then shootings came to a halt, and whatever little content was left went straight into the lap of OTT platforms. When the lockdown was lifted and the ray of hope flickered again, the industry believed it would take flight once more. But reality turned out to be very different. Even veteran producers like Vijay Kiragandur, the man behind blockbusters like KGF, Kantara and Salar, now admit that the industry is going through its toughest phase. If a heavyweight like him is worried, just imagine the plight of small and mid-level producers. Today, the 18,700 crore film industry is in shambles, and the biggest reasons are the skyrocketing fees of stars and the unpredictable policies of OTT platforms. Earlier, stars were considered the soul of a film, but now that very soul is breaking the back of producers. For instance, South superstar Allu Arjun has charged 300 crore for Pushpa 2, while the total budget of the film is 450 crore. That means nearly two-thirds of the entire cost has gone to just one person. And it's not just Allu Arjun. Actors like Thalapathy Vijay are also demanding over 250 crore. With that kind of money, entire films used to be made once upon a time. Bollywood's condition is no better. Stars like Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan and Aamir Khan are now working on a profit-sharing model. This means if the film is a hit, these stars take home massive profits. But if it flops, the entire loss falls on the producer's shoulders. It's like a reverse insurance. If there's profit, they take a share. If there's loss, you bear it alone. In the South Indian industry, however, this model doesn't even exist. There, actors are paid their full fees upfront, regardless of whether the film works or not. As a result, the risk for producers becomes even greater. Even Bahubali producer Shobhu Yarlagadda admits that production costs are now completely out of control. But the real storm began with OTT platforms. During the COVID era, when theaters were shut and people were confined to their homes, platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime and Disney Plus Hotstar came as saviors for filmmakers. They offered such massive amounts for digital rights that no one had ever imagined. For producers, it felt like they had hit the jackpot. But the stars capitalized on this opportunity even more. They doubled or even tripled their fees overnight. Just imagine if the digital rights of a film are being sold for 100 crore and the star is demanding 70 to 80 crore, then what's left for the producer? But the problem didn't stop there. As the OTT bubble began to burst, these platforms started cutting down on their spending. Films were no longer being sold at earlier premium prices. Many movies couldn't even find buyers, and the ones that did were sold under tight budget constraints. In this situation, producers were left without dependable distributors and with dwindling OTT support. They found themselves trapped in a maze where every path leads to loss and every door seems closed. By 2024, as the world slowly got back on track, there was hope that the sparkle of cinema halls would return. But the GRT report brought a harsh dose of reality. In the 18,700 crore film industry, the share of theaters is shrinking rapidly. Digital and satellite platforms are now dominating. The number of people going to cinemas is consistently declining. People now think, when everything is available at home in the comfort of air conditioning, why should we spend money on tickets and overpriced popcorn to go to a theater? 2025 didn't bring much relief either. So far, only 7 films have been true box office superhits. Some of the notable names include Houseful 5, Chava, Red 2, Sitare Zameen Par, Sankranti Ki Vastunam, Thudaram, and L2 Empuran. On the flip side, a big-budget film like Game Changer, starring Ram Charan and directed by S. Shankar, turned out to be a massive flop. Its box office numbers were even exaggerated in the media just to preserve the illusion of stardom. But audiences today aren't swayed by fake figures. They crave powerful storytelling. Aamir Khan's Sitare Zameen Par is a perfect example of this shift. Made on a 90 crore budget, the film earned over 160 crore, without any glam factor or over-the-top promotions. Aamir, as a producer, didn't even take his own fee. And here's the most interesting part. The digital and satellite rights haven't been sold yet. One OTT platform has offered 120 crore, but Aamir is reportedly considering launching it on YouTube with a pay-per-view model. If this experiment succeeds, it could trigger a seismic shift in the entire OTT ecosystem. So now the big question is, should the industry break away from its outdated model? The answer is a resounding yes. Many producers are now suggesting that star fees shouldn't be entirely fixed. Instead, stars should receive a base amount along with a share in the profits. That way, if a film flops, the entire burden won't fall solely on the producer. This model would ensure shared responsibility between the stars, directors, and even the technicians. At the same time, production budgets would stay under control and audiences would get better, content-driven cinema. The Karnataka government has taken a bold step. They've proposed to cap the maximum ticket price at 200 rupees, including taxes. This move will make the theater experience more affordable for the common audience, but it could reduce the profits of multiplex chains like PVR INOX. Still, this is a decision that could prove beneficial for the industry in the long run, because only if audiences return to theaters can the industry start breathing again. Then come films like 𝐼𝐸, the true rays of hope. No big names, no massive promotions, yet the film earned 100 crore in just 4 days. This Yash Raj film, starring newcomers Ahan Pandey and Aneet Pada, managed to enter the 100 crore club on their very first outing. The reason? Just one: storytelling. The script was so compelling that audiences bought tickets and came to the theaters on their own. So now the picture is crystal clear. Audiences today don't just want glitter and glam, they crave depth. They want stories that touch their hearts. Today's viewer has matured. They don't get attached to names, but to the soul of the film. And if a movie can stir their emotions, they stay loyal to it. It's high time the film industry comes together. Everyone must work towards building a model where not just profits, but responsibility is also shared. Because today, viewers have countless options: OTT platforms, YouTube, mobile content. If theaters are to survive, they must connect with people's hearts.
Something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.